What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I just finished watching Canelo Angulo for the second time, and now I'm making my post fight. And hell of a fight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. Pretty one sided, but there was always an element of what if, because we know Alfredo Angulo can crack. He's a warrior. He was taking some hellacious shots. Now, I'm split. I'm torn based on the Tony Weeks stoppage. There's a lot of people who are getting off into conspiracy theories on was it a fixed fight. And I mean, it looked like it was a fixed fight because Alfredo Angulo, we just seen him against Edeslani Laura, who is a mover, and he looked a lot better. And in this fight, in my opinion, Angulo looked very, very slow. But I told you guys that going in, this was a 50-50 fight. Canelo is a better boxer. He's a boxer puncher. I did predict Angulo to win just because I'm used to seeing Canelo fight smaller men, and I didn't know how he would do in those championship rounds. But I knew Angulo would have to walk through fire and avoid like big punches and stuff himself in order to secure that. So my prediction was wrong. Like I said, I just think it was a good fight. It was a good fight. The stoppage was bullshit, especially since Virgil Hunter post-fight said he had told the doctor and he told Tony Weeks that if Alfredo Angulo doesn't show him something in this next round, he's going to stop it. And I heard him say that while I was watching the fight. He said, you got to show me something or I'm going to stop this. And it's like I said, I'm torn. I'm torn because it was looking like it was a lopsided fight and there wasn't much he can do. From a fan standpoint, yes, we want to see it keep going and commence because there's always that what if factor. You look at Mikey Garcia, Orlando Salido. Oh, Salido was coming on in the late rounds. What if the broken nose didn't occur? So for that reason, we'll never know. Same thing with George Groves, Carl Froch. So it's always going to be that gray area anytime you have that. But based on the ebb and flow of the fight, Canelo was dominating. Angulo wasn't doing much. And one thing that surprised me was how quick Canelo came out. Canelo came out like he was trying to prove something. He had a great body assault. He was using his jab, and he impressed me. Like I said, from the opening bell, he came out like he had no respect. Like he had no respect for Angulo or his punching power. He came out like a true warrior, like fuck it. And that kind of set the pace. You watch the Super Bowl, and the first kickoff of the Super Bowl this year, Denver Broncos versus Seahawks, they muffed it and then end up getting a safety. And if you watch it, the Super Bowl was very similar to this fight. That chain of events, that early fuck up, kind of set the tone, the overall tone, and it looked like the Denver Broncos could not catch a break. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. They couldn't get off on their offense. And boxing is no different. Boxing is about ebb and flow and rhythm and stuff. So I think Alfredo Angulo, he never let his hands go in the early rounds. Like he looked extremely slow. And the first round, Canelo was coming with thunder, and he didn't really do much to gain Canelo's respect. He let Canelo walk him down, move him, his jab. Canelo had a really strong jab. He was mixing up his punches. He had a good punch variation. He slipped some uppercuts in there and different things. And Angulo was just kind of coming forward, taking punishment. It was similar to Brandon Rios versus Manny Pacquiao. It's just like, when were you going to get into your groove? Brandon Rios just kept coming forward. Like, okay, you got a monstrous chin and you could take a shot. But when are you going to unload and try to counter, switch up, do something? Like, you can't expect something new. You can't expect new results if you're trying the same thing. And it looked like it was a little bit too far gone. Getting punched like that, even if you have a chin, and getting like the way Canelo was digging to his body, that takes its toll. That takes something off your punches because it brings your energy levels down. You know what I mean? So Angulo, he's a warrior. He was just taking a lot of punishment. I don't agree with the stoppage. Like I said, Virgil Hunter said, if he don't show me nothing, I'm going to stop it. So why the fuck did Tony Weeks have to stop it? Especially Tony Weeks being the fucking same ref that ref Diego Corrales and Jose Luis Castillo. Like, come on, man. Like, you ref an all-time great fight, and they went to war, and there was back and forth, and there was points where you could have been like, oh, I gotta stop it. But had Tony Weeks stopped that, he would have deprived us from a great fight in Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo. So Canelo looked very impressive to me. He showed he's intelligent. He's a boxer puncher. He did his best Mayweather impression, and his defense looked better. There's a moment in this fight where he was against the ropes, and Angulo, like I said, he was just too slow. He couldn't find his range, and that coupled with the fact that he allowed Canelo to like bludgeon him. He just didn't look like he had much on his punches. But like I said, there's always conspiracy theories. People are saying it's a fixed fight. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past boxing. I mean, I don't know. I just tend to not think like that. Like, if it's some CJ Ross shit, like scoring Canelo draw in the Mayweather fight, like, okay. But that, I don't know. I think that's reaching in this given situation. It could be Angulo was just fucking slow, like we knew he was slow. And he came out with the wrong strategy, and it was too little, too late. So I thought Canelo looked beautiful, beautiful boxing. Um, I never really recall seeing a point where Canelo was in danger either. So a lot of people complain about the stoppage, but you got to look at stuff like that. Angulo, it's his obligation to show the ref, the audience, something, and he didn't really have any moments. Like I said, he's a true warrior. Um, he looked good in the Eslandi Lara fight, but not in this fight. He was just getting rocked. It was just like a demonstration of how tough he is. You know what I mean? His eye was swelling, a lot of leather touching him. His head was getting rocked. Um, there's not much else to say. Great performance by Canelo. I would like to see him fight at Islandi Lara, Andrade, or somebody. I mean, it's clear that you have to be a good fighter to beat him. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.